But how much more, how fast it'll probably slowly inch up. It's not going to be him handling the ball as our primary guy right now.
But keeping on the assist theme, they've really gone up for your team in the last 7 ball games, and obviously you have to make shots, but the crooked numbers are being spread out throughout the box score, so a lot of guys are getting involved, and does that have to do with the way they're running through the offense?
Well, I think we've been very unselfish. Our ball movement has been good, and as you said, Todd, I mean, the ball has to go in, so you can get that kind of ball movement. If you don't make the shot, nobody gets an assist. So,
back to the Houston side, Jayshawn Tate has really been a big spark for them, and he's a rookie, but he actually went across the ocean and played a couple years professionally, and sometimes that might be the way to go for someone coming out of college and not quite ready to be in the NBA.
Yeah, look, I mean, he's a rookie, but he's 25 or 26 years old. I mean, he's not a 19 or 20-year-old kid or even a 22-year-old kid coming out of college. And, yeah, his defense has been outstanding. He's a great cutter. He plays the game with consistently high energy and toughness. And so he's a guy that you have to contend with every night. I got great respect for what he does on the floor.
Christian, go ahead.
Stan, Christian Clark here. That previous matchup against Houston, like, it was really just the one quarter if the guy got in trouble. I mean, the other 3 quarters were fine. How much? And I know it's been better lately, but how much of like those spells when like the bottom seems to fall out is due to youth, and how much of it is not due to youth?
No, I don't think it's due to youth at all, to be quite honest. I mean, look, we see it throughout the league. I mean, you'll see people go on these huge runs. I mean, the proliferation of three-point shooting and everything makes the game very volatile. Teams go on big runs, and if they're missing shots, teams can go on big droughts. And so if you look at the, simply quarter-by-quarter scores every night, I mean, you're going to see that pretty consistently, that there's one quarter that's, there's a big difference. That's just how the league is. And I think, obviously we want to do a better job making those runs shorter that people have. But we've also got to do a better job being resilient and getting through those runs and hanging on, So, we're not going to stop those runs. Every team in the league has them for them and against them, and it's part of today's game.
Yeah, what's up, Coach? This is Will. You guys have said from the beginning that Zion's a willing passer. He's a guy who wants to get his teammates involved, so it's not that surprising to see the assist numbers go up. But how much of it is it also kind of his recognition, improving his understanding of where the defense is going to be, where his teammates are going to be? How much have you seen that improve over time?
Oh, there's no question. It continues to get better, and I think his trust in his teammates is very high, and that allows him to make the plays willingly. But he has that ability. He's recognizing what teams are doing to him, making really, really solid plays. So I only expect that to improve. I think as you move through Zion's career, you're going to see more and more of that of him as a primary ball handler on the perimeter, evolving sort of from the post to the perimeter. He'll always be able to go in the post, especially against certain matchups, but I think you'll see him more and more as a ball handler as he goes on, throughout his career.
Hey, Coach, this is Ollie with the Bird Rags. This young core had shown some trouble with closing out games consistently in the past, but they overcame the adversity pretty well, in the clutch minutes in both the last 2 games. Do you take anything as a coach away from this, say a signal that the team is really on the right track, maybe that it validates some potential improvement, or is it perhaps too early to make a determination on anything like that?
I mean, it's going to go up and down. That's what I'm going to say. I mean, this is the NBA now is just a volatile game. There's going to be all kinds of runs, and you can't play time and score and slow the game down with 6 minutes to go. And it's a different game. And like I say, I mean, I get frustrated obviously, like everybody does when you blow leads and things like that. But it's a fact of life. The more you look around the NBA, it's the vast majority of games are going to feature those kind of things somewhere. It gets accentuated in the fourth quarter, but this kind of thing's going to happen. I mean, when teams are shooting 40-plus threes in a game, I mean, it's going to be a volatile basketball game. And I think more than anything, you just have to try to play every possession the best you can, and truly understand that it's a 48-minute game and they're not all going to go your way.
Hey, Christian Clark, just real quick, is there any update on Josh? Do you have any idea if we're going to go tonight?
I'm not sure. I mean, he's questionable. So we walked through this morning and literally walked through. He did that, but that's really no indication. So we won't know till he gets out there before the game.
Great, thank you, Coach.
All right.